to Acquired Taste Media Podcast. You know who it is, SOB Cash Cow. And I'm here with my professional podcasters, my AKA my master chefs. To my right here, I got my girl, Maria Torres. How you doing today, Maria?
I'm doing so well today, Alan. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Really appreciate that. And we also have another master chef here, professional podcaster, my girl Asia Latrice. How you doing today, Asia?
Peace and blessings, everyone. Doing great, love and light to everyone across the world.
That's what's up. Showing nothing but love out here. So, let's get into business, man, because it's been a very messy week. I ain't gonna lie. It's been real messy this week. And the person at the middle of all this mess is Cassie and Diddy. So, if you don't know, what has been going on is, from what we understand, Cassie, from what I've researched, Cassie has been asking Diddy for money for a while now. Mm-hmm. And I guess she has a tell-all book that's supposed to be dropping as well. But I guess Diddy has been pretty much like, I don't give a fuck. Shit, I don't care about that book. I don't care about that money. I ain't giving you shit. So she had to do it, she had to take the legal way and, take care of it that way.
Wow.
But it was taken care of in such a quick manner that it has everybody wondering, like, because a lot of the allegations that she said was like rape and all type of sexual abuse and stuff like that. So people are still wondering, like, wow, it was taken care of so quick. People want to know about Diddy, period. Like, did Diddy do that shit? Was Diddy raping you? Was Diddy, abusing you? What the fuck was Diddy doing? If he wasn't doing anything, if he was totally innocent, then why rush to a settlement so quick? So I want to get you ladies' take on that. What do you guys think about the whole Diddy and Cassie incident?
Diddy already came out with the allegations about the Tupac situation and everything else. I feel like somebody from his past saw the opportunity to gain from that and jumped out and started to speak on it. And the reason why I'm saying that is this. It's become a trend for people to try to demasculate or crumble successful black men or men of color who've made leaps and bounds of impacts on the artistry that they're a part of. And it's become easy. So instead of to allow the fight to go on, judicial system has just been like, okay, he raped you within the past 40 years. We're going to do this. And then you have cancel culture that's going to go ahead and try to take this person's career. We've seen it happen. Each of us can probably name 3 separate people that are different from each of us as pool on who this has happened to. And we can start with the infamous Bill Cosby. Okay? And I'm not in any way, shape, or form giving Diddy the same glory as I would give Bill Cosby. And I'm not glorifying the rape of women or the misuse of women or the disrespect of women. Obviously, I'm a woman. But growing up as a child, watching these people and emulating them and loving them, you had people who looked up to them as idols and things like that. You had people who based their success off of what these men have done. And then you have people that come out and try to crumble that legacy. And to me, it's been how many years since this woman says this shit has happened? It's been how many years, and all of a sudden he comes out into the limelight. He's been in the background. He's been doing his thing. He's done whatever. All of a sudden, all this stuff comes out, and here she is with this bullshit. I in no way, shape, or form, and I want to reiterate that I do not condone rape or the mishandling of a woman at all. Mm-hmm. But what I'm gonna say is, it just seems like it's being used as a money grab, and I don't like it. And I don't like that people's livelihoods and people's legacies are being put into question as a result of this. You know what I'm saying? You got your the only one I could say out of everybody who ever disgusted me was R. Kelly, which is devastating to me because I love him so fucking much. I grew up off of R. Kelly. I could sing his songs wonderfully. I love R. Kelly. I still listen to him because I separate the artist from the art. But at the same time, I see how like a lot of things are blown up and a lot of people are pulled under the bus, and everything they've done to Will Smith, like we've had podcasts in the past where we've discussed Will Smith. Everybody knows I love Will Smith. Everybody knows how affected I was by everything that happened with Will Smith. We went from having him demasculated by his wife. We went from having him fucking abused in the limelight. And it all started after somebody Joyner Lucas released a song called Will. And literally 2 weeks later, the whole entanglement shit came out. And everything with Jada. And this red table talk. And all this bullshit. And it kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And now here we are with these allegations about him sleeping with his assistant, who's a man. This is a man that we all emulated growing up, that we all respected growing up, whose movies we rushed to the movies to watch, or to Blockbuster to rent them, because we from that era. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, all of that goes to say this. I think this bitch is an idiot. I don't agree with the allegations against Diddy. I think we need to leave black men to lead our young black men and to show them they have people to look up to, because they do. And every time there's somebody in the limelight that they can look up to, people try to crumble them down. So that way they have to look and find somewhere else instead of from their own. No. Will Smith was great. Diddy is great. He's one of the greatest producers of all time. He's created so much for us in our culture, our music, the way we vibe. Reality TV, he was one of the fucking veterans of reality TV, and people making it big off of reality TV. You know what I'm saying? So let's leave Diddy alone. Let's let him be accountable for what he should be accountable for. And to be honest, if he settled, it's to get this bitch out the way. He got other bigger fish to fry right now. Okay? He just lost his ex-wife who he loved with all his heart. I mean, let's let this man live. Like, we need to stop taking legacies away from our successful men of color. That is ridiculous. And that's all I got to say about that.
Fuck yeah. All right. High five. Okay, high five. God damn, she put that shit down, didn't she? Mm-hmm. Shit. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. God damn.
No, thank you twice, because it might be because...
Not because I'm a little, yeah. I'm gonna watch this shit tomorrow. I'm like, what the fuck was I saying?
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Asia.
Yes.
So.
I think all the topics are quite interesting. For sure. It's very interesting that it's always a huge topic when a man of color has done something. And it's just interesting how, people say your personal business ain't nobody else's business, but they be all in your personal business. Like, she's crying wolf. Whether the allegations are true or not, she's still crying wolf. She got paid off. So it's like, is it truth behind it or it's not? We don't live with them. We don't know fully what's going on. It's like everything, I don't know. We live in a matrix. Everything's weird anyway. So I don't really have an opinion on it because everything's weird already. I don't put anything past anybody anymore because of the world we live in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People's allegations that's coming out of the floodgates. Who cares if it was 5 years ago? If it happened, somebody's able to voice it now, because some women, they don't have that confidence. They don't have that whatever it is to come forward and say, hey, this happened to me and it's been happening to me, so now I want to speak out about it. But then some women lie to get the clout.
Right.
So it's like, how do we know? That's why I said, we're in a matrix. Everything is, I don't have an opinion, y'all. Like, I can't judge this man. I can't judge her, because everything is being twisted. Everything is being given to us for our own mind control. It's not anything that we need to care about. They're not putting money in our pocket. They're not making our lives better. They're telling us about a lawsuit between two people that handle that behind closed doors. Don't need to be handled on television. You know what I'm saying? Any of us, we wouldn't want that shit on TV. So that's probably why Diddy did that shit. He don't want that shit prolonging. He has a reputation. He's a man. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, if you gonna scream wolf, she probably put her hands on him. You know what I'm saying? It was probably that type of relationship. It's like Keke Palmer shit. You know what I'm saying? Like how she cried wolf, but then come to find out she was putting her hands on him. Like, everything's weird now, y'all.
That's right. I'm gonna go ahead and give you.
Sure.
Everything's
Who
weird.
cares?
It's
No,
really
the fuck
fucking
out.
weird.
Everything's
It's true.
Everything's weird.
She's right.
Everything's weird. It's almost like you need to build a bomb shelter and protect your family.
Protect your family.
You need to get a school. You need to protect your kids because they're not teaching our kids right in these schools. We need to start educating. We need to start uniting. That's really what it is. It's about light and love. That's really what we need to be focusing on.
Right.
Excuse me, I agree, 100%. I agree with that shit, for sure. Now, back to the Cassie and Diddy though. Yeah. I do think, like you guys said, I do think that there may be some validity to them, you know, taking down another one of our black, you know, black excellence, pretty much. Now, don't get it twisted though. I'm not gonna lie. I've never been a Bad Boy fan. Now, did I love Biggie? Yes. But ever since the Locks and Bad Boy, when the Locks was, you know, locked into their contract and seemed like they could never get it out and they had to go to the radio station and pretty much, you know what I'm saying, yell at Diddy on the radio station and pretty much plead for their contract and shit, that's when I kind of started looking at Diddy a little different. Yeah. As well as when, like, you know, since this shit then came out, a lot of other shit that came out about, you know, they went in the archives and got shit about Diddy. So, you know, it's like, my thing is, and I think this is what most people's mentality is that the settlement, like some people are like, yo, was she, like, some people feel like, you know, when she came out, like I don't know if it's Danity Kane or one of the ladies from Danity Kane, but their thing was more like, were you coming out to, like they felt like she should have been more trying to, I guess, expose him instead of trying to get the money. Even though we all know from the beginning it was a civil suit. It was all about money from the jump. Right. So it wasn't about no criminal charges or putting a nigga in jail. It was about money. You know what I'm saying? But with everything else coming out, because I even heard a story that Young Jock said, and this shit was crazy because I know Young Jock ain't lying. Did you see the story Young Jock said about Cassie? So he said Young Jock was like, yo, we was in the club, him and Diddy, Cassie, and I guess his wife or his girl or whatever. They in the club, and he said it was a white woman performing. I don't know if it was like Sinead O'Connor or some shit, but he said it was a white woman performing, right?
At the club, Sinead O'Connor.
Right. I don't know.
That's the one white bitch you figure out that was performing at the club.
Listen, I'm about to tell you why. Because Diddy seen the woman's head shaved. Listen, Diddy seen the woman's hair shaved, right?
Yeah.
And came right over, and this is in front of Young Jock verifies this. This is in front of Young Jock and his wife, and like, yo, you need to shave tonight. You need to shave your hair, Cassie. You shaving your hair tonight. And
I did see some shit about that.
Yeah, Young Jock, and if you see, like, it was a point in time where Cassie had her whole shot of her head shaved. You know what I mean? They said Diddy was the one and was just, and he didn't, but, you know, that's producer shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Cause I've told artists that I've worked with, like, yo, you gonna be a rock star, then you need to change your color of your hair, then you need to start bleaching your hair and change it. For real, cause if this is what you wanna do. But that's a producer's mentality.
That's a different, he doing some Tina. Like Ike and Tina shit. That's what it sounds like.
No, I understand that. But that's the way you would look at it as somebody looking from the outside looking in.
Right, true.
But once again, I'm a producer. Sierra's an artist.
Image-wise, I see it.
Right, Sierra's an artist that's an up-and-coming artist that I'm dating at this time. I'm trying to make her the biggest fucking thing that I can make her because I'm not just because I'm dating her, but I'm going to get money off her. I mean, that's just basically it.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And she went and did it. She shaved the side of her fucking head and went and did a video, I believe, or some shit. But I mean, I'm quite sure the shit sold and the shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you guys said, it's weird.
Yeah, it is.
Because what I just said was weird. You know what I'm saying? To a normal
really
thinking
weird.
person, me saying like, yo, I told the artist to change the color of his hair. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did what? Why you telling me to do that shit? The fuck? But once again, I did it because, okay, you say you want to be a rock star. You say, nigga, this is your swag, this is your mentality.
Right.
Then nigga, this is what if you want to be a rock star, this is what rock stars do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I could tell that nigga the same thing. Oh, you a rock star? Oh, you need to shave the side of your head because that's what rock stars do. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because you're a producer, and that's what you're supposed to do, is produce what's going on,
Exactly.
what's going to appeal to people.
Exactly. So, I think the lines get blurred a little bit with that type of shit. But when you talk about rape and stuff like that, that's unacceptable.
And abuse.
And right. Yeah. And in my opinion, Sierra, you know, if you're going to... But I put it like this. I think she got a book coming out. So that might be another reason why she like, yo, I'm not about to be, you know, blowing it up because I got a book about to drop. Because I believe that's why all this shit was happening, because she has a book that was about to come out and either, I don't know, maybe it was, I might have to look into a little too, because it might have been him paying her off not to drop the book. Like, nah, nigga, bitch, you can't drop this shit. How much you want? Yeah, because no, you know what? Oh, listen, this is what I heard. Sierra been struggling, and she was like, yo, I'm about to drop this book so I can get some money.
It's
right?
always about money.
Right.
All the time.
So I can get some money. But look, I'm going to drop this book so I can get some money. Yeah, it's talking about me and your relationship and how you shitting on me and all type of crazy shit. But I'm going to get some money off of it. So can I drop it? You know what I'm saying? Like, can I put it out?
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't put this crazy shit out about me. Nope, not at all. How much do you need? All right, here you go.
True.
And that was that. So I think, but like I said, but you know, cause like Slim Thug was talking about it, and he got a lot of backlash because he literally came out and said like, yo, if you're going through these issues and you done been raped and been all these things and you done went through this, you need to talk now. Like, you need to open your mouth now. Like, what the fuck you mean you waiting 10, 20, 30, 40 fucking years? He was like, I'm tired of y'all trying to bring my stars down. Exactly what he said. He brought up Bill Cosby, of course. He was like, you know, y'all want to wait 40 years so y'all say some shit. That don't make no motherfucking sense. You know what I'm saying? And
like,
I agree.
What are y'all waiting for? Like, what are y'all holding on to that for?
No.
Especially if y'all not with that person. Like, all the
listen,
people,
and this is
claims with Bill Cosby and all of that. Like,
and this is my whole thing with Bill Cosby. And I think this is everybody's whole thing with Bill Cosby.
Man, come on.
They might get mad, but fuck it. This is everybody's thing with Bill Cosby. It's kind of like, you know, I forgot what I was going to say. I was drunk. I've been drinking.
Well, let me say something instead. I'm going to tell you something.
I had some good shit, too.
I got something.
It's going to come back to me. It was good, too.
I think this is going to bring it back because I think he was about to go down this road.
Okay, hold on.
During the time when Bill Cosby was prominent, okay, people of color were not prominent on TV. He came on TV and he changed some shit. He had white families, Hispanic families, black families, all tuning in to watch his show and their family dynamic and a representation of a black man who was a doctor, whose wife was a lawyer, whose children were educated, who lived in a beautiful home, who had beautiful family values. Let's not forget when Denise brought her little boyfriend home and they was asking him questions. People tuned into this shit. And when they turned around and they tried to, it was a different time. All these bitches out here was trying to get to Bill Cosby. That's what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm saying is, no, I did not forget.
I forgot again. It came back to me.
Oh,
started talking, I forgot again.
Because what I'm saying is, these bitches out here coming out 30 and 40 years later, talking about he did this and he did that.
I remember now. Hold on, okay, listen.
I'm going to stop. I'm going to try to remember mine because I was on one.
No, I got you. Look, everything what you just said, this is what happened. At that time, like you said, by Bill Cosby being so big and so prominent, right, as well as black. Why would you be a white woman and not say anything at the time? You feel me? Like, what makes you think that he was so, like, in my opinion, I mean, I know nobody's here is white, but I'm just saying, because I'm saying though, if you came out as a white woman and said Bill Cosby raped me, I don't give a fuck what year it was. Yeah. Nigga, he going to jail. Yeah. They locking that nigga up. They doing nigga. It's a super investigation. Cause you a white woman saying that a black man raped you. That is the history of fucking America. Period. Point blank.
You want to know what it was?
You can't say no. People always say that shit. You say that power shit, but no, the power dynamic does not outweigh the race dynamic.
Power dynamic.
It does not outweigh the race.
She was a white woman who at the time was intrigued by the beauty of what this man was bringing to the world.
Of course.
She wanted to be up and above. She wanted to get the best of the best. But she don't want to let nobody know that she was involved with it. Why? Because she was from that time.
Damn, girl. Okay.
Her whole entire family. She got to explain to her mama, her daddy.
Okay.
She was fraternizing with Bill Cosby to begin with.
Look.
So she gonna have to claim rape against one of the most influential comedians of our time. One of the most influential people of color of our time.
Look, broke that shit down.
You know what I'm saying?
She broke that shit down, didn't she? She broke that shit down.
It is what it is.
Look, I gave her the alley-oop.
That's what happens when you grow up in
I gave you the alley-oop, dog. Don't act like I gave you the alley-oop. I gave you the alley-oop.
For real. But what's so crazy about that is that it was all timing too, because they chose to do that when he was up in age. He wasn't willing to fight for anything as far as when it came to stuff like a lawsuit.
Exactly.
Like he's old now.
Exactly.
Still ain't young and agile. While he would be like, "Oh, listen, ho, you know ain't shit like that happen. Shut the fuck up. Ain't none of that shit happen." They waited until he got old and up in age and even try to pursue any of these dumbass
Which is what makes it worse, Asia.
Yes, I know.
Because he should be able to retire peacefully. Exactly. What he did for our cultures. I'm Latina. I'm not all the way black, but black people have everything to do with black. Goddammit. And I'm gonna tell you something. Watching Bill Cosby on TV was an integral part of my life. Watching all that shit that came out against him, I just couldn't believe it. You have his co-stars, you have everybody who disagree with all that shit.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what don't make me believe these women, because if they don't see, they was with him more than anybody. And then they can prove anybody's demeanor, because anybody that's been on the set acting, they'll say, "Hey yo, when we was acting, that motherfucker was crazy. That motherfucker would say shit. He was flipping on people. That person was nice. They was humble." Every single cast member from the Bill Cosby show had nothing bad to say about it.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
And you have to put, as a woman, you got to put yourself into this position. This is one of the most prominent celebrities of our time. We at the same bar. We kicking it. Bill Cosby wants to kick it with me. Do he really gotta rape you? No. Let me go to the bar right now and let Jeezy's ass be there buying everybody drinks, knowing he freshly single and everything. No. Jeezy does not have to rape me or anyone else. This was a celebrity. All jokes aside, he was a huge celebrity. These women were lining up. It still happens to this day. You could look like a fucking winter boot and these bitches will still walk up outside your fucking dressing room and be ready for you. Why? The money, the notoriety, the fucking everything. Having a baby by you, all that shit.
Because that's how people are getting TV shows now.
Right.
They do this little fuck shit and then they land these TV shows where now their family is, now their life is all successful and they got this whole TV show now because they were sleeping with somebody or got caught with somebody or cheated with somebody or some scandal shit. Like, why can't nobody just be honest and genuine? Like, you ain't gotta sleep with people's husbands. You ain't gotta, so many men out here. 11-11.
Right.
11-11.
Make a wish.
Make a wish.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll get a bottle.
That I need cannot help but to attract a lot.
I love you. I love your take on things, and I like how you are so earthy with your approach to things. You are so organic.
You need
with your
Celsius too?
thoughts.
Yes.
You need Celsius too?
Yes, I have some in my little home site bag. That was so clutch. Look at Alan.
He has everything.
Oh my God.
He is the reader of everything.
Y'all cool. I'm really glad that I've been.
I know you gotta be out here in a minute. I see you got some Dutches in there now.
I see I got what?
Some Dutches in the bag. Alright.
I told you I was waiting for my guy. And matter of fact, still ain't showed up. No messages. Let me see.
All right. So, but yeah, Bill Cosby, you know, I mean not Bill, but Diddy. You know, most power to him. I'm gonna tell you like this though. I think it's gonna be more stuff that comes up now. I think the floodgates are open.
It's always gonna be more stuff that comes up.
No, but with Diddy, you know, with the pot thing, and then with this, I just think it's something else coming because it's just too much. I think, and we can move on after this, but I think that Diddy has been putting on a facade for a long time. I think he's been faking like he's been he's a nice guy. And he's really not. Yeah. You know
everybody knows Diddy ain't a nice guy. We saw him on his reality TV shows.
We're talking about rape allegations and stuff like that.
You talking about shit like that.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Well, like, okay, don't get it twisted.
Like, Dave Chappelle, like real shit.
Okay, stop it. That's my favorite.
But listen, when Dave Chappelle did the reenactment of Diddy's Making the Band, when he had Brooklyn walking up, I really believe Diddy was like that. I really believe Diddy was like having people carry him and all that bougie shit. Like, he gives me that whole energy because okay, listen. I've never been a Diddy fan, okay? I've always been a Biggie fan. Like, I feel like that nigga got bigger after Biggie passed. Like, you got bigger after him. Like, you was corny.
That's 100.
You was corny, and you got your clout after you sacrificed your brother, and you got bigger and your fame, and you be sucking and fucking niggas and all that shit. Like, I think you're just a corny dude. Your whole energy is corny, and I think this whole allegations, everything's coming to light because corny people do corny shit, and that shit comes to light eventually. Yeah. So it has to have some truth. Ain't no woman gonna lie on no man that she supposedly is in love with, no matter how much money you got, saying that you hit me, you abusing me, you're raping me. Like, I don't want to have sex and you still want to have sex with me. That's rape.
Yeah.
No matter how way you look at it, when a woman says I don't want to have sex and you still have sex with her, that's rape.
Yes, it is.
So if any form of it, how she sees it and how she feels offended, we have to take value of that because she's still a woman and her feelings still matter. So however much money this nigga got, money can't buy love. Money can't buy respect. You know what I'm saying? Just because you got all this money don't mean you got to belittle me as a woman. We're supposed to be partners at this. It's supposed to be a relationship, not an ownership. So if that's what it was for her, and now she coming out with that shit because she's tired of that shit, I feel her. Give me my shit, nigga. Run me my shit. And if it's money that she won, then that's what it is. But it's like, it's unfortunate that she has to take these actions to do that. When she can't just come to him civil like, yo, this ain't how I want my relationship to be. Things need to change. That's the conversation they should have had before she even came out with all of this. Because obviously no communication is being had for her to have to go behind his back to make a lawsuit to say all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if they are married, are they married?
Hell no.
Okay, so they're boyfriend and girlfriend.
They were boyfriend and girlfriend.
So, I mean, it's still a level of respect there. You're my man. I value you being my king and making sure I'm protected and I feel protected. Once I don't feel that, I'm going to say something. And maybe she tired of that shit. And she's saying something now. So it's like I feel her, and then I feel like Diddy being corny. He's always been corny. I've never been a Diddy fan. I don't listen to his music. I don't support him because I feel like you got big right after Biggie passed, and you monopolized off of that. You made every step we take, and we were supposed to just take that. Like, oh, that's the only time you make for Biggie. Biggie made you, bruh. He brought you out. He made you who we recognize you from Biggie. We wouldn't have known you at all. So you need to pay homage to that. You need to respect that people is not on no bullshit. And I've been hearing shit about Diddy for a while. A whole bunch of gay shit, all that shit for years. With Diddy, with on the island and all of that. Like,
that shit.
All of them niggas are part of the Matrix. All of them is being mind control. All of them puppets.
You know what, Asia? You really did bring to light a different perspective, and you know, as a woman who's dealt with certain things in her life, you know, I'm able to separate, you know, the real from the not real with, you know, I understand, like, you know, rape is no joke, and everything she said about when a woman says no and you still, all of that is dead ass wrong, and I feel like maybe when I was talking before, I didn't give enough attention to that point. Which is something that you brought to me with what you just said. being that I've experienced certain things in my life, you know, I don't want to make it seem like I'm, you know, not thinking about those aspects of things. It's just, at the end of the day, from the outside looking in a broad spectrum, successful man, 40 years later, rumors come out, yada, yada, yada. It just seems wrong. And, you know, as a woman who's experienced certain things, I know people say sometimes you're afraid to speak, you're afraid to do this. I was fortunate to not be one of those people who was afraid to speak. I spoke. And you know what I mean? So maybe I can't see that perspective as to why a woman would wait so long to say something, but I understand there can be reasons why a woman will wait so long to say something, because it's some fuck shit that happens to us women out here, and I don't want to just relieve Diddy of any accountability. I just want to say that it just seems fishy that all this stuff comes out at this point in time when it seems so perfect. People got books coming out, people got this and this and this, and he's already in the media. It just seems fishy. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm not going to disregard that things like this happen, unfortunately, every day, all the time. And there are women who are sometimes afraid to come forward. And situations like this are what make those normal situations trivial. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for bringing that perspective to the table, because I had to rewind, and, you know, I was kind of like brash and bold about how I felt, but I didn't give any credit to, you know, people who really might have lived through some shit like that and had to wait. Maybe you were scared as a child and you spoke up as an adult, or, you know, I don't want to.
Because we're emotional beings.
Yeah.
Women just naturally, we're just emotional. We tend to overthink things. We tend to take what people say and make it our own without knowing our own self-worth and love.
Real
like
talk.
I watched an Instagram tutorial, and there was a lady just comfortably sitting at the table, and she was like, you know, women over 40, you need to look in the mirror and you need to say, I love you. And what can I do to make you happy today? And how do you feel when you say that to yourself? Can you even say that to yourself in the mirror? Can you even look at yourself and say that shit? And I had to really take a self-evaluation, like, how many times do I stop, besides looking and make sure my hair is good and I got my makeup look okay and my outfit look okay, and just say, hey, I love you, girl. What can I do to make you happy today? Myself, though. We don't do that as women. So if we're not getting that energy, if we're not getting that light and love, and we're getting negative energy, like, you can talk to a plant. You can say nothing but light and love to one plant and talk shit to another plant, and you will see that fucking plant die that you talk shit to, because words have energy and we're made of energy. So if you're not feeding that person light and love, yeah, they're going to go dormant. Yeah, they're not going to want to come out and say shit because they're used to it. They're stagnant. They're used to that abuse. They're not in the mirror talking to themselves. They're not around like-minded people. So it's a lot of things that could play a part to why she finally came out. And then it could be a lot of fuck shit behind it too. Like, I'm 50-50 with both sides of it, because I have to see both sides of it, because that's the world we live in. You can't be one-sided anymore. You can't be like, oh yeah, I'm for Diddy. Yeah, I'm against Diddy. You got to look at both sides, because you don't know. We don't live with them. We don't know. Social media will tell us whatever they fucking want to tell us. And we will run with that shit. Like it's truth. But we don't know, because we don't live with these people. We don't know their everyday. So you can't judge people to the fullest extent. We can only assume. So that's why I'm always 50-50 with shit.
You know what, Asia? That was really well said.
Real dope. And I'm going to tell you something. But it's a book back there called Contagious. I forgot who the author is. But in that book, it talks about, it's called Contagious, how things go viral, right? And I read the book, right? It's something that Nipsey Hussle. Jonah Berger.
What?
It's something that Nipsey Hussle read. Like, he had it, like, when he passed away.
You recommended reading this?
Yeah, they had. I already read it.
Hussle.
I already read it. It's a good book. But one of the main things in that book that it talks about, or that it says, is that the most the best publicity is negative publicity.
Yes.
Always. It always and will be. And since I've read that book, it's like I see negative publicity everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing positive. Everything is negative.
They'll throw
Everything
one or
is
two
negative.
things in there like, oh, a giraffe was saved in the zoo today.
But that's only if you.
And then they be like, death in Iraq.
But that's only.
Right
if it's-
behind it though, like.
But that's only if it's on your feed. Like, you gotta be.
No, I'm
subscribed.
talking about on the news, like the news
Oh,
that
you
we
talking about the
watch
news. Okay, I
on
don't
every
watch the
day.
news,
Like,
but I feel
they
you.
flip so quickly. Yeah, 10 kids were killed today in Iraq.
Oh my God.
But a giraffe was saved today in the zoo. Look how cute he is.
She
Like,
telling the truth.
What the fuck is going on?
Negative.
I was just talking about that same shit yesterday. Like, I cook. This was just yesterday. Look, that's my mac and cheese.
So can you tell me how? So when I do my so when I make my Thanksgiving food on Thursday, can you help me make my macaroni and cheese?
You just gotta call her. She'll
Sure.
help you make it.
Cause
All right, y'all.
only cheeses okay. Hey.
Oh, that shit look good, girl.
I'm gonna tell you right
That's
now. This
mozzarella?
what
Is
you
that
do.
mozzarella?
Did you
This
put
what you-
Gouda in it?
Stop playing with me. I don't listen.
It look
I
like
use
mozzarella.
Fontina, Havarti, Gouda, cheddar, Velveeta. Did I say Fontina already?
You said Fontina.
Okay, I use about
Same
8
sense
or
of
9
it.
different cheeses, and then I get the Kobe Jack mix, Italian mix.
You put all
You
those
get you a
cheeses
pie.
aside?
Baby, you get you a pie. You put you some half and half, some heavy cream,
I bought that.
and then you put
And
your
evaporated milk. I bought both.
I don't use the evaporated
Because
milk.
normally I just use regular milk. I just use the heavy whipping cream and regular milk.
I use heavy whipping cream and half. And then after that, I mix in the cheese, let it melt down.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
make
gonna put in
macaroni
some
cheese,
garlic
y'all.
powder, some onion powder,
put
some
butter in there?
sazon, some
Macaroni
adobo.
cheese,
No.
y'all.
I put Worcester sauce, nutmeg, a little bit of salt and pepper.
Okay, so
And
when
then once all that shit
Just
boils
tell
down,
me tomorrow.
melt down,
Yeah, you gotta call
you
her
cook your
tomorrow.
noodles to the side. And
Yeah.
if they cook early, you mix them up with some olive oil so they
yeah,
don't
so
stick
it's thick.
together.
Of course, yes.
Now, before you go to pour your cheese mixture inside, you take some shredded cheese and you mix it up into the noodles first. And then you put the sauce on there and you mix it up really well, make sure everything
Put
gets
an egg
mixed
in
up.
yours?
Don't
Huh?
even sound-
You do
that
egg?
shit don't
I
even-
do 1 egg,
don't even
yellow.
sound like good.
I take the white out and I just put the yellow part in.
Okay.
And then after that, you go ahead and you sprinkle the top with some extra cheddar and you put it in the oven at like
you ain't even say
325.
But
mozzarella.
I don't know those
sounds
other
good.
cheeses.
It's in the
you talking
Italian
about.
mix Sanganissimo. It's got Fontina. Did you even hear what I said?
I don't even
said
know those
Fontina.
cheeses.
Look up what Fontina
Yeah,
is.
like-
Is it
Look up
mozzarella?
Havarti.
Is it
Right.
Look
mozzarella?
up Gouda.
Is it mozzarella?
I like Gouda.
No, fuck
I need to buy some Gouda.
I'm
I need
saying
to buy any. Okay,
that would be
listen.
the most
Okay.
incredible motherfucking macaroni and cheese you ever had.
All right, so look,
What
guys,
is that?
we're on our way out the
Cheese.
door. Listen, because you gotta be somewhere. All right, so
I
real
do.
quick,
Yeah.
who's wrong? A mother stops her daughter's birthday party because the father shows up. She has a restraining order on him. I don't want you to see her. So, well, how you guys feel about that situation?
That
What
totally
do you
and
think should
entirely
happen?
depends on the situation. If the father
He just walked in.
What's the restraining order?
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
with
You said he just
What's the
walked
restraining
in.
order for?
You
No, he
should not
walked in
just
with a
walk
girlfriend. He
in
walked in with
when
his
you have
girlfriend.
a restraining
He
order.
walked in with his girlfriend.
You obviously have a restraining order for a reason. You have a restraining order. You do not just walk into places, and the fact that you still feel as though you're entitled to walk into a place while you have a restraining order, that tells me all I need to know.
That's a little interesting because if there's a restraining order issued on
In place.
it kind of
Right.
makes it a little sticky.
I can see if you talk about they had a conversation. She called him, he called her pissed off. Like,
Yeah.
why can't I come to my child party?
Yeah, why didn't you call first? Like, hey, I know I got a
No.
restraining order. I really
No.
just want to come through, celebrate my kid's birthday party.
Real
Can
talk.
we just coexist and have a great party? He should have
Right.
did that first before just popping up on her and you just got to restrain. The last time y'all talked was through the restraining order.
Right.
Come on, yo. Like, that's not cool. He should have at least called her prior or tried to, I don't know, communicate that with her. Try to, I don't know, smooth things out because
Baby.
any situation, whether the female had the restraining order or the man, if it was vice versa, say if the guy was throwing the birthday party for the kid and the wife had the Either way,
show up.
You can't just pop up at somebody's house with a restraining order.
And then on top of that, as a woman who's been through a situation where a man was violent and you had to have it takes a lot for you to finally put that restraining order in place. You might be with a person for a whole bunch of many years and all sorts of shit happen, but finally you get to a point where you like, okay, this getting out of hand.
Well, what if he was calling? What if he was calling her? What if he was calling her? She wasn't answering the phone. What if he was calling her?
Who cares? She got a restraining order against you. You did something to earn that restraining order.
I want to see my daughter on her birthday.
That plays a part. And you answer.
We need to establish a method of communication where it has to do with just our daughter. You can't show up where I'm at. I can't show up where you're at.
I want to see my daughter though.
Then do what you got to do to see your daughter.
I'm trying to call you. You're not answering the phone.
You're not supposed to call me. I got a restraining order on you.
I want.
We talking like you really got it.
But I'm just saying. So how am I gonna see my daughter?
You have to go through the courts. However,
you have to. At the end of the day, unfortunately, it comes to that.
Listen, I respect where you guys are coming from.
And you have to. Everybody should respect me because I don't go to the courts. I don't go to the cops.
No. I got an idea because. If it was really like some restraining order where an altercation happened and you still cool with the family, you could go through the family to get to the wife.
I won't fuck with
my thing is, all thing I'm saying is, I agree with
what
you guys are saying. I don't disagree at all. Restraining order is a big deal.
Yeah.
And if you know you got a restraining order, she got a restraining order on you, then you know you need to stay away from her.
Then you don't need to do that.
True. But the thing about, from what I've seen in the video, it seems like, you know, he just showed up. They ain't say nothing about him calling previously or nothing like that. It seemed like he just showed up. And he showed up looked like with his girlfriend too. But old girl.
So they didn't say.
So look, but listen, check it out. When he showed up, it didn't look like there was no altercation. Mm-hmm. Looked like he just wanted to see his daughter.
Okay.
But old girl went out and called the police. You see what I'm saying? So
she didn't even try to.
Restraining orders don't just appear out of the clear blue sky.
But once again,
restraining orders come because a man will break your window and choke you out and shit.
That's
you gotta put restraining.
That's not 100% true.
That's why you cannot show up, especially with your girl, your new girl, to my baby's birthday party.
Some girls be crying wolf though.
Yes, that's not 100% true.
That's
the
only thing I can't vouch on, sister, because I know to this day. That they cry on restraining orders and they
be doing nothing.
But Asia, what about women like me who don't even call the cops, who live through that shit, who take the bruises and the blood?
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying to you ladies, to me, is the father seeing his child is more important than the restraining order.
No, she did not say adios meal. I'm so impressed in his love.
That's all I'm saying, ladies. All I'm saying is, at this time, look, all right, I got a restraining order. I'm here. I'm at my daughter's birthday. My daughter sees me. My daughter's like, hey, daddy, hey, you're here. I'm glad you're here.
I would just let it ride. I'm not in
that bitch trying to knock nothing over or beat nobody ass or fuck nobody else. I'm just here. Hey, I just want to see my daughter, man. It's her birthday. Yeah. I just want to see my daughter. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yo, you gonna call the police? All right, I'm out.
And then I look at my phone and I see you've been calling, so I feel even more bad. Like, but then it depends on what is the extent.
We don't. But see, that's what I'm saying. We don't know the extent. Right? Exactly. We don't know the extent.
So that's the determining factor.
Because at the like, you know, of course, if you restraining order, you can say that he's an abusive man, and last time he beat the shit out of me and damn near beat me to death. You know what I mean? Of course, you can't come around and you damn near beat her to death. You know what I'm saying? But you also got women who lie and be like, he did this and did that, and the nigga ain't did shit. And he like, nigga, I'm coming over mine because I know you want some bullshit. I know you want some trash. So that's just how I be.
I mean, I get it, but then you have that.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me give you an example. This is a prime example of this fucking bullshit that we guys are we're talking about right now when we talk about restraining orders and shit. Prime example. Listen, I had a young lady who I was talking to, right? She told me out of her own mouth. She said, my baby daddy smacked my daughter with a frying pan.
What?
Swear to God. My baby,
Oh, no,
hold on,
I
listen to me. Now listen to me.
I will be in prison.
Listen to me. My baby daddy smacked my daughter with a frying pan.
Oh no, I will be
Now
in prison.
listen to me. You want to know the way I reacted? I was like, oh my God, like, are you fucking serious? How's the daughter doing? Is she okay? How, you know, I know your baby daddy's in fucking jail, right? Because that's fucking crazy. Are you fucking serious? Oh, well, no, it wasn't like that. What you mean? You just said your fucking baby daddy smacked your daughter in the face with a frying pan. Yeah, he did. Okay, then, so how's your daughter doing? Is she okay? Is everything all right?
Ain't no fucking
Well,
way.
it ain't like that.
Ain't no
I say, you know what? Listen, wait a minute. Let me tell you. I say, you know what? Listen, you know what? Let's just, because I don't, this doesn't sound right to me. As a man. This doesn't sound right to me.
No.
So you know what? I don't even want to talk about this shit no more. Let's talk about something else, right? I don't even want to talk about it.
So you didn't never get down to the
Stop,
bottom
no,
of why
listen,
she got
listen. I'm getting to the story. Listen.
I'm gonna get upset.
Listen, I'm getting to the story.
Yo,
So
Ella,
listen.
you are.
I tell her, look, I say, you know what?
Yo, this man right here, though.
Stop. I say, you know what?
You said, wait a minute,
right?
just shut up.
So look, so she bring it back up because of course you can't leave it alone because you just said some shit and I just said some shit. So now you gotta embellish. You gotta say something about what you just said.
You gotta say something
Right, because
about
I just
this
told
shit,
you.
bitch.
I just said, fuck it, we'll keep it moving. I don't even want to hear about
Right.
this shit. So now you gotta say something. So then when she comes back and she starts talking about it, she says, well, you know, my daughter's, from what my daughter said, her daughter's fucking, I think, like 14, 13 years old.
Oh my God.
From what my daughter said, he made her nose bleed. He tapped her. Now this is like 5 minutes after you said he smacked her with a motherfucking frying pan. 5 minutes later you tell me, oh well, he tapped her with a frying pan on her nose.
He didn't tap shit.
And, wait a minute. And her nose started bleeding. From what once again, she wasn't there to see it. This is from what a fucking 14-year-old little girl is telling you, right?
If her nose was bleeding and then he slapped
He
the
wasn't.
fuck out of her
Stop.
frying
She wasn't
pan.
there. She wasn't there. The fucking kid could be fucking lying. All right, kids are not fucking perfect. All right, they lie and embellish just like anybody fucking
They
else.
do, and I know that for a fact. My
So
kids,
listen.
if you watching this, I know.
So listen.
I know.
But listen, this is my thing.
Y'all some fucked
This
up
is my issue.
motherfuckers.
Stop. This is my issue. My issue is this. Do you know how fucking crazy that sounded for you to tell me that your baby daddy smacked your daughter with a motherfucking frying pan? Do you know how that makes me look at your baby daddy? If I ever meet your baby daddy, I'm gonna look at that nigga like a goddamn maniac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But women don't understand how sometimes the shit that you embellish is harmful. Tell the fucking truth. And the thing about it was, the reason I said let's move on is because I knew she was lying. Ain't no way in hell he smacked your daughter with a fucking frying pan and she ain't in a fucking hospital and he ain't in jail, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What really are you talking about right now?
But wait a minute. When I said that, she got mad at me. Oh, you taking his side. You taking his side. No, sweetie, I'm taking the side of truth. That's all I'm taking the side. I'm sorry.
God damn, Alan.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. I'm getting
Make me
passionate.
feel like I'm the one that said somebody got smacked with a frying pan. and
But no, I'm
everything.
just saying, I'm taking the side of the truth.
For real.
And the fact of the matter is, you don't know how that makes a black man look when you say shit like
Right,
that.
no.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't play with shit like that.
He smacked my daughter with a frying pan. Are you crazy? Why would you say some shit like that?
But regardless.
If it really didn't happen.
No, that shouldn't happen.
You so fair about everything.
You say it happened, he smacked her for real.
That motherfucker. Yo,
You fair
I
as
bet
hell.
you.
Listen, she gonna be
I
real
bet
with
you.
you. Whichever side of the wall.
Whatever you say, I bet you I'm
She
gonna counter that shit. Say what you gonna say, Asia, cause I'm gonna counter that
Come on,
shit.
girl.
Cause I'm gonna tell you exactly what the man
Come on,
did.
girl.
I'm gonna tell
I
you
bet
exactly what he did.
I bet you he was like, yo, you need to be washing these dishes. You need to be helping out in this house. She like, fuck that shit. I ain't doing that shit. And that nigga probably was like,
You're absolutely right.
you won't fucking do some work in this motherfucker. You ain't about to be sitting around in this motherfucker not doing shit, not helping me and your mama out.
That's true.
with a frying pan.
Right, he smacked me with a frying pan. Exactly.
I bet you.
That's exactly what happened.
These little motherfuckers
That's exactly what
don't
happened.
want to do shit.
That's exactly what happened.
Telling you, I bet you.
Wait a minute. And me and the mama got into it because she was mad at the motherfucker. She like, oh, you taking his side, you taking it. And I'm like, yo, I just can't believe a father would smack his daughter with a frying pan, man. I got a daughter. I would never hurt my daughter like that. Are you fucking serious? If a man would ever do that to his daughter, then once again, he's a maniac. Yeah. He needs to be under the fucking jail. You know what I'm saying?
He's really crazy. You
right,
he's
really crazy. Right.
It's a 50-50 with this.
Right.
He was teaching her little ass to do some fucking chores around that motherfucker.
Right. That's all it was.
That motherfucker crazy.
I said he had the frying pan and was like, boop. And she was like, oh my God, nigga. Oh, you smacked with a frying pan. Oh, my nose. Oh, my God. I'm going to call my mama.
I was smacked by a frying pan by my mom.
He was probably like, make me some eggs with this pan. And she like, I don't want to make no eggs. I don't know how to make no eggs.
But wait a minute. And this is the issue.
Here go the frying pan.
She called her mama and said, he smacked me with a frying pan, and the mama automatically fucking believed her. Yeah, what? He smacked you with a frying pan? Oh my God, are you fucking crazy? You crazy, nigga, you can't. Are you serious? Like, you really think he would have smacked his daughter with a frying pan?
I mean, some people will. My mama smacked me with a frying pan.
No, she did. So was your face fractured? Was your face fractured?
No.
Okay then, so she didn't really smack her.
Like a little bit for a few
It's a difference between tapped you with a frying pan and smacked you with a frying pan.
So now I was tapped.
Right, you got come on, be specific. You can't say that type of shit. You can't say listen, once again, like I said, the ideology it puts on the black man. That's your baby daddy that you talking about. Yeah. To me.
For real.
And once again, if I meet that nigga, I'm gonna look at that nigga like, I'm about to beat this nigga ass. This nigga's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because he be smacking his daughter with frying pans. The fuck? Let this nigga smack her with a frying pan while I'm around. Now I'm having problems, nigga. The fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that nigga got different sizes in his trunk. Like, fucking pan will pick it in his
24-inch frying pan right here. I got this 24-inch.
I don't need to be sitting.
I got this 32-inch frying pan.
Watch they make memes of motherfuckers getting smacked with frying pans now. Like, that shit is
the fact of the matter is, listen, the bottom line, and this is what I told her too. I said, look, man, these motherfucking kids don't be telling the truth. Are
they
you
don't.
Fucking serious?
I've been right on by so many.
I be like, you been believing that shit? Are you fucking serious?
Let me tell you what happened to me. My daughter was turning 13 and 14 years old, started going to the school. You know they got this whole entire stigma about feelings and all this other shit. My daughter was just getting in trouble for having bad motherfucking grades and smoking and shit. Like, shit that other kids would definitely get in trouble for. It wasn't no crazy shit. I hustle hard for my kids. I do everything for my kids. My kids got everything. When they called me from the children's services talking about my child, and this was like 7 years ago or some shit. My daughter was only like, 12, 13. They send an advocate to my house. I'm sitting there cooking dinner and shit. I got everything together. All my kids' shit is together. Everything together. Oh, you know what's not together? My daughter's grades. But here comes this advocate, okay, to my motherfucking house. And the advocate sits there and she got them big circles in her ears where, you know, they pierce their ears and shit. And shit is real big. I'm looking at her like this. I got the face on and everything. So we start talking about our situation. And then my daughter was like, well, my mama will whoop my ass if I get bad grades. Yes, the fuck I will whoop her ass if she gets bad grades. That's what's going to happen.
Right.
Well, this bitch with the extra large fucking circles in her ears and the butch cut and all that. She turned around with her little black eyeliner and shit. And she say, you can't put your hands on your child. You need to get the fuck out of my motherfucking house. I'll be goddamn if somebody tell me I can't discipline my child. Get the fuck out of my chair fell and everything. This bitch ran out the motherfucking front door. And I looked at my daughter, I said, bitch, you ever motherfucking go motherfucking one of these
take you out, goddamn.
No, for real, because I hustle and grind for my motherfucking kids.
Like, you
Do too much,
you?
We do too much for your motherfucking
kids.
I mean,
Do
you got
too
the
much.
And here comes, you know what this motherfucker did to me the other day?
Not that bad.
I get a goddamn call from the motherfucking school. This was on Friday. No, this was yesterday.
Not yesterday, goddamn.
This was motherfucking yesterday.
Goddamn.
This girl gonna come back from her daddy house talking about, Mama, why we only gotta go to school Monday and Tuesday? And that's so stupid. We may as well just be off Monday. I said, I know, but guess what? Your grade in honors British lit doesn't reflect that you should be off on Monday and Tuesday. You need to take your ass in advance and afterwards
take that shit.
to go and fix that shit. You need to go to school. Here comes Monday. I get a phone call from the school nurse. Oh well, she had fell out and she was crying and shaking. She need to cry and shake her ass to Brit Lit. I'm not the one. I am not the one. So I know for a fact these kids be lying.
Yeah.
And the nurse even told me ain't shit wrong with your motherfucking big ass daughter. Okay, she need to just go to Brit Lit. And she went to Brit Lit, ladies and gentlemen. But at the end of the day, I feel like as parents, we need to really stop like letting society and popular media dictate how we do what we do in our homes. Because I know how it was done in my house.
Because it's some bullshit. We can't take our kids out of school. Like
What?
It's a natural disaster. If something happens,
Right.
a tornado comes, we can't come and get our kids. Y'all better man. They have rights over our kids. We don't. Y'all don't understand. They're teaching them what they want what they want them to know. They're not teaching them knowledge like how to open up a bank account, how to sustain a business. They're not teaching them that. Life insurance, how to borrow off of that.
I'm teaching them that.
You know? And that's why as parents we gotta go extra hard nowadays.
Yes.
Because I take the time to teach my kids that shit. I teach them about credit. I did courses about credit building, savings, credit and checking accounts, all that. So my children are completely well versed. They know what it means to get a business loan, to open up an account. That's why it's more disappointing to me as a parent when one of my children comes up short because you were not misinformed. Yeah. You were informed, you were prepared. You know what I'm saying? So that's,
but you know, kids, they be lazy.
Yeah, they be lazy.
They be lazy.
We can teach them. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
Can't make them drink. But this was a dope episode. I really appreciate you, young ladies. You guys were definitely killing it today. You guys, it's gonna go viral because y'all guys said some shit.
Yeah.
You guys said some shit. Y'all been drinking. Y'all said some shit. Y'all been drinking. I didn't even say it like
that's you with this whatever. What was it? That little red flag that you put in my cup? Johnny Walker, ladies and gentlemen. I'm normally a Tito's drinker, but this Johnny Walker got me on a philosophical and shit.
I like Johnny Walker.
Well, it was a great episode. I appreciate all you guys' rhetoric. Everything that we talked about was dope. Mm-hmm. Where can they find you at, young lady?
I am on social media, Ms. New Day, Asia Latrice on Facebook. And if you need any vocal lessons, holla at your girl.
She is a vocal coach. Definitely make sure you check her out.
Yep, for sure. And yeah, just holla at me.
I'm mtorres99 on Instagram and on Facebook, Maria E. Torres. In case you want to find me there, I'll get some other social media shit going and popping futuristically. But for right now, thank you for watching
Until
us.
she becomes she's trying to become world famous. She'll become world famous in a minute. Y'all gonna be world famous.
For sure.
Yeah.
Getting this different kind of money.
That's right.
And you know where to find me at Acquired Taste Media or at SOE Cash Cow. We appreciate the love. Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, comment on the young ladies on the things that they said because I think they really made some great points tonight that we definitely point out. And we appreciate the love. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.